Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hugo's down for a nap. I haven't sat down to do a mommy's favorites in so long, but that's because I have been collecting some of the best of the best. These products, oh my goodness, they have been lifesavers these past few months. They've just been daily go-to products, and I didn't want to share with you things that like I just tried and just like thought I would mention. No, like these are tried and true amazing products. I will tell you my experience with every single one and why they are absolute favorites and why I felt the desperate need to let you in on every single one of these, because I feel like these are all like multi-use, just amazing products. I'm also going to share with you a few little toddler favorites here and there, because listen, my son's life and my life are so intertwined at the moment. He is 20 months old and we are together all the time, and so there are definitely some things that because they're his favorite, they're my favorite too, and I wanted to share them with you. So let's jump in before I make this intro too long. Okay, the first thing, the Scrub Mommy. So you may know this sponge as the Scrub Daddy. Scrub Daddy and the Scrub Mommy are pretty much exactly the same. The difference that I know of is the color. So the Scrub Mommy is pink. It is such a great sponge. Oh my gosh. It is so durable. Don't use it for our dishes. I actually use it to get all of like the food, the caked on, dried on, impossible to get off food underneath my son's high chair and around the floor near my cat's bowl. Both of them are such messy eaters. My nighttime routine is so go that I don't normally have time after my son's eaten to like wipe up the floor area, and so inevitably the food dries, cakes on down and around his high chair, and by the time I get to it to clean it, it's like really stuck on the floor. So what I do is I just wet the sponge, put like a tiny drop of dish soap, and then I scrub the floor. It hasn't scratched any of the wood that I've used it on. I've used it on our floors, which are laminate, but I've also used it to clean off like some grime and some dried food off our cabinets, because we all know like toddlers' hands are so dirty, they touch everything. And so I've used it to scrub off cabinets. It has never taken off any of the paint color. It hasn't scratched at the wood. I've been so incredibly impressed, and it's just the best. Like I don't even need to use all that much force to get the food and stuff off of the floor. It just comes right off. So this has been such a huge favorite of mine. Scrub Mommy, Scrub Daddy, get yourself one because it's the best. Listen, I know a few people are gonna come for me with this next favorite, but I wouldn't be mentioning it if it didn't change my life. It changed my life. I'm being so dramatic. It's this OxiClean Max Force 5-in-1 laundry stain remover. I know people have their differing opinions on OxiClean versus Tide versus all the other brands out there. This product, what it did for my carpet, I can never buy anything else. So let me tell you a little story. I set my red wine in a long stem glass on my cream colored rug. She doesn't think sometimes. Inevitably, I kicked over said glass filled with red wine, and the red wine spilled all over my cream carpet. I felt like in that split second, I honestly felt like I was in a dream, or that I was in one of those infomercials where like the person is like, oh no, I can't believe I did that. They're like, no, this actually happened to me. I actually spilled a glass of red wine on cream carpet, and I immediately ran to my laundry room, grabbed this spray. I had no idea if it was gonna work on the rug or not. I just knew that like I had to try something, otherwise our like huge cream carpet was going to be ruined. So I just started like frantically spraying the spot, and oh my god, truly like magic, as if I were in Hogwarts. Wizard magic, the stain started to go away. It started to disappear. Red wine in carpet. So I just kept spraying, I kept spraying, and then I think I blotted it, and then I sprayed again. Long story short, this got that stain out. It got red wine out of my cream carpet, and there is no remnant. Like you cannot see any spot where there may have been a stain or anything. And we have Spot Shot as well, and I've never been crazy about Spot Shot. I always feel like I can still see the stain after using it. This, nothing. I am in love with this, and the only sad part of the story is that I haven't been able to find it since I ran out. So we bought the regular OxiClean spray, which works just as well on stains, but there's nothing quite as magical as this spray. And I'm telling you, if you see it in your local Target, which is where I bought it, I've tried to find it online, couldn't find it on Amazon. If you see this, pick it up because it is such a life. It's the holy grail of holy grails. Like, I've been keeping this empty bottle for like 5 months just to show it to you so that I could tell you how amazing it is. Love it. Okay, let's move into some food products. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the Whole Foods 365 brand organic pearled couscous. So my son now, as a toddler, when he was 12 months old, like still a baby, he would eat anything and everything. You put food in front of him, he would eat it. Now, as a toddler, he doesn't want to eat anything. He's so picky about what he eats. And he used to like love pasta and other like really good like whole grain carbs. Now he wants nothing to do with any of them. So I tried this out one night, and to my utter delight and to like soothe my mommy heart, he loved it. It is so delicious. This is the lemon and herb pearled couscous. I don't love this flavor as much as the olive oil, and I think it's olive oil and garlic flavor. That flavor, I swear the first time I tasted it, I was like, what is this blessing in my mouth? What is this magical food that is like enhancing my taste buds right now? So it's creamy, it's flavorful. Hugo loves it, I love it. Like, it is such a winner, and it's so easy to make. It comes with like a little spice packet. Just put the pearled couscous in with some water, wait for it to boil, put in a little seasoning packet, give it a stir, let it rest a little bit, and it's good to go. It is so, I've never tasted something so creamy, like so delicious, so good. And it's in a box. It's so good. It's vegan or vegan family. And so listen, if you're looking for like some sort of like new fun grain to incorporate into your diet or to incorporate into a dinner, definitely check these out. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Next food product is my son's favorite and therefore my favorite. It's these Bitsy Cookies. So the whole shtick with these is that they are made with organic vegetables. So they hide some like organic vegetables in the ingredients so that obviously underneath like the sugar and the spicing that makes the cookies really delicious, your child's also getting some like really good nutrients. So the Bitsy Cookies are veggie full, allergen friendly. So these are really great if your kid's in daycare or goes to like a program or something where your kid's not allowed to bring anything that has nuts or peanut butter, anything like that, because this is free of all that. It's made in a peanut-free and tree nut-free facility. And this flavor is gingerbread, zucchini, carrot. And they smell, I've never tried one, but they smell like gingerbread cookies. Especially this time of year. Oh my gosh, how delicious. And the really sweet thing about these cookies is they each say like something really positive and heartfelt. The ones on this say be brave, dream big, and love. They're non-GMO, nut-free. They're just so sweet. They're so sweet, and Hugo absolutely loves them. Okay, let's talk about Halo Beauty. So if you are a YouTube lover, YouTube beauty channel lover, I'm sure you know who Tati Westbrook is. She released her own like hair, skin, and nails vitamin maybe like a year ago now, and I gave it a try. I love it. It is great, and I tell mamas all the time who are struggling with postpartum hair loss or postpartum skin issues that once they've consulted with their doctor, if their doctor thinks that this is something to like something good to incorporate into their diet, to definitely check it out, because I had such an amazing experience with this. Now I'll be honest, I have stopped taking it. I think I've stopped taking it for about a month now because I started taking my prenatals again. So I'm like back in the like, you know, TTC prenatal mode, and I didn't want to like also take these just in case. But if you are not trying to conceive and you're like past the breastfeeding and like, you know, you're just trying to like grow your hair and fix your skin mode, then this is amazing. I have never noticed such a difference in my skin. I have super dry skin, which results in like fine lines and wrinkles. I have hyperpigmentation. Hair after my son was really brittle and so many like tiny little flyaways. Guys, you know too, like I don't have any eyebrows. I started taking this and I started sprouting eyebrow hairs. Now I'll be real with you, not like a lot. I didn't all of a sudden grow bushy eyebrows, but I started growing eyebrow hairs for like the first time in 5 years. My hair started getting like thicker and my little like flyaways started growing. And really for me, like the biggest change was my skin. Like my skin became more hydrated. I didn't notice all the fine lines as much. My skin just like was super even toned. It just looked amazing. So I can't recommend these enough. And once I am done with like baby number 2 and having baby number 2 and breastfeeding and stuff, I would definitely be repurchasing these. Jumping back to my son really quickly, I just wanted to mention, because there was a little period of time there where my son was wetting through his diaper at night, and I mentioned it on Instagram, and some of you recommended doing the double up, so putting a pull up over his diaper at night. And I just wanted to come on here and say thank you, thank you, thank you. It works like a gem, and we've been doing it now for I think like 3 or 4 months. I put him in, the Pampers diapers are our favorite. We also use the Berkeley Jensen ones, which are okay. They're like so much cheaper. They're $25 versus the Pampers, which are like closer to $50. But I do really like the Pampers ones, and we've been putting him in Pampers at night and putting pull-ups over it. These are the Huggies pull-ups. Any pull-ups will do, and it has really, really helped prevent. We haven't had one leak. We haven't had to we haven't had any bedwetting at all. So that's been really fantastic. And if you are in that phase too of like your baby isn't in potty training, but they're leaking through their diaper because they're drinking more throughout the day, then like maybe doubling up at night is a good option, because it definitely worked for us. Something I don't actually have with me because like I have no idea where it is are my AirPods. So the little Apple AirPods, those are a gift to mothers everywhere. They're so discreet. You can pop them in. I love popping them in when I'm either making Hugo's dinner or washing the dishes and Hugo's watching TV. We have open concept living room and kitchen, and so I can see him when I'm at the sink or when I'm making dinner. And if he's watching TV, I pop them in and I can listen to like a podcast, or I can watch a YouTube video, and they're really discreet and I just love them. They are so, so worth it. At first I was like, really, Apple, like, are these gonna be really worth it? They so are. My son likes to take them in the mornings and then hide them. So I don't know where they are, which is unfortunate. I'll have to go and scout for them, but they're great. Highly recommend them. Other thing that I don't actually have with me, but I wear them in every single video, you guys have seen them a million times, are my Oversized Urban Outfitters Jojo thermals. I wear them literally like all the time. I have them, I think, in like 5 different colors. A lot of you will comment sometimes and say like, oh, I love your thermal, I love that sweater you're wearing. I just wanted to mention here, they are from Urban Outfitters. They have them in a bunch of different colors. Urban Outfitters normally, like once a month, will have some sort of 50% off sale, and they'll go on sale. I think normally they're priced at $44, but on sale you could get it for like $22 to $30. So check them out. I will link it down below. I love the sweaters. I love them. I live in them. That's why I have 5 different colors. Check them out if you're looking for just like an easy mom, like but flattering sweater. Let's finish with 2 very nerdy things. You guys know I love me some Game of Thrones. It was recently announced that Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, is coming to HBO. It got greenlit, a full 10-episode series. My mind was blown for approximately 2 to 3 days. I'm finally like coming off of that and can like resume normal function. I wanted to share this wine. This is a Game of Thrones red wine. It is so good. If you like wine, just mama to mama, let me share with you my favorite wine. This is so delicious. This is a 2016 wine. It's from California. I love it. I got it in a Game of Thrones wine gift box, as you do. Last year, my mom got us a Game of Thrones wine gift box. So good. So if you see this in stores, if you're a Game of Thrones lover, pick it up because it's so delicious, and then you can keep the bottle as a keepsake. The very last thing I wanted to share with you is a podcast that I've been absolutely loving. It's been my favorite podcast now for a few years. It's Binge Mode. If you are a super nerd like me, or you just love deep diving into literature and like epic content, then you will love Binge Mode. It is so fun to listen to. They are right now doing a binge mode on all of the Star Wars canon. Every single movie, every single like Rogue One, they just released Solo, a Star Wars story. Like they deep dive into each and every movie, and it's so fun to listen to. So if you love Star Wars, you're gearing up for The Rise of Skywalker, then listening to their podcast is such a fun way of getting yourself excited. They also did Binge Mode Harry Potter. So they went through all of the Harry Potter books and dissected and discussed everything in those books. I've yet to listen to Binge Mode Harry Potter because, gasp, I actually haven't ever read Harry Potter. So I'm waiting for a decent stretch of time where I can commit myself to the books and listen to the podcast. But they do have Binge Mode Game of Thrones, which is, oh my gosh, probably my favorite set of maybe like 80 hours of podcasting. Absolutely love it. So definitely check out that podcast. It is my absolute favorite. Okay guys, those are all my mommy favorites. Let me know down in the comments if we share any favorites, if there's anything that you have tried before and love. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.